friends, welcome to my Sew Bliss. Today is the last day of June and I wanted to share with you the blocks that I made this month for the Midnight Garden Quilt that I am working on. I'm in a sewing bee for it, so we're swapping blocks. I will link down below the last video I did, which explains the bee a little more, explains the Midnight Garden block quilt a little more as well. But I figured every month I want to share the ones that I'm making and, if I can, the ones that I am receiving as well. It's been super fun so far. So this is month 2 of making and receiving the blocks. So the blocks that we were supposed to make this month was flowers. So any kind of flowers. You could do traditional pieced flowers, foundation paper pieced flowers, English paper, anything. Obviously talk to your bee mate and kind of figure out what they like and go from there. So I originally started making a hydrangea and it turned out okay. I think I'm going to use it for my quilt, but it turned out pretty wonky in some spots. I think I either went too fast or just had some sizing mishaps on it. So I didn't feel good about sending it to someone when there were like some parts that I was like, oh, that's a little wonky, that's weird. So that was kind of discouraging because I had spent a lot of time working on it, but I'm still going to use it for myself. But I wanted something a little better done for someone else, to give to someone else, because I mean, that just seems really important to me. So I used some foundation paper piecing patterns. My friend Liza Taylor has a foundation paper piecing book, all flowers, and some bugs, some birds, just beautiful, beautiful pieces. And I was so excited to use the book. So I feel like making this Midnight Garden quilt is actually helping me use those patterns, and it's been really great so far. So the first one I made was this flower. I decided to do kind of like an ombre of blues. I did a little bit of greens down here. These are Tula Pink fabrics from, like, I think it's the Alice in Wonderland line. So I just highlighted like a book here and a key here, and then just florals on the side, and then went up to some teals and greens there. So I thought that one turned out really cute. I added the stem to it. This had one more set of leaves and I made it smaller just because I didn't want it to be too wonky. I don't know, it seemed a little too long to me. So I'm really happy with how it turned out though. I think it's a great size block and really cute flower. So the second one that I made was this one. She calls this one a hydrangea. I just really liked the square and kind of this detail kind of getting bigger in that flower. So I had a lot of fun picking out the fabrics for this one and making it. I think it turned out really cute, and it's fun to place all these little like fussy cuts. I got a heart mostly for the most part in every little yellow part right here. If you can tell, that one's a little off center, but I still think it looks super cute. I was going to add a stem to it, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be too big for the person that I'm making it for. So I ended up making the stem. So one of the things in the book that's really cool is you can mix and match the flowers and the stems. So I could have even, let's see, I could have added, obviously this is a smaller block, but there's a bigger block, a 7-inch block that fits this flower as well. So I could have done this one, and there was one other flower, I don't remember what it looks like, or one other leaf set that you can make. So I decided on this one. So if the person that I made this for wants to, they can sew these two together, or they can keep them separate and do just some greenery or the flower with this as well, which I think will be cute. But also, like I said, that's just like a huge block and I didn't want it to get too big and overwhelming if she doesn't like that. So I like that I gave that option. So I'll be sending those 3 off tomorrow. I just think, yeah, fun to use up these fabrics that I've had and be creative and mix and match and just have fun with it. It's been really good and kind of opened up my eyes with creativity and using different colors and fabrics, and it's been fun. So the ones, I already got the ones from the person who made them for me, so I thought I'd share them in this video as well. It kind of worked out perfectly. I got some really cute ones. I'm excited. So first I got a bunny with a tulip next to it. I love yellow, so I was like, oh, yellow tulips, so cute. And then even just this square of butterflies I think is so cute. So these are all foundation paper pieced as well. I don't have patterns for them. I'm sure I could Google them if you guys are interested in knowing what they are, but yeah, I love this little tulip. I love just the details of the leaves, so cute. She also sent this one, apple. I'm gonna go with this as an apple, right? Yeah, apple, because also I was like, is it a strawberry or an apple? But I don't even care. It's so cute. The fabrics are so cute. I love the XO fabric. Great choice on that. And then she even, a heart-shaped rock. How stinking cute is this? Like, I would have never even thought to do that for a garden quilt, but like, duh, how cute. And lastly, grand finale, is this gorgeous flower. I love the skinny stem. My stems are not like, they're thick, so it's fun to see this version of the stem and the little leaves, which I just love. And I love this flower. Love the colors. And all these fabrics. Like, these are some of my favorite fabrics actually. She didn't even know that, so how fun is that? But those are the ones I got this month. So I feel like she went overboard and I felt very spoiled. But I'm very grateful to get these because they're so darn cute. So just a fun surprise to get something every month, and I really like treating other people and being able to make them for other people as well. So if you're looking at doing or starting a bee, I highly recommend it because it's super fun, and I cannot wait to get all my pieces, put together a Midnight Garden quilt, and have this beautiful quilt all finished. And I feel like the dark fabric really makes a lot of these brighter colored fabrics pop and showcases them even more. So it's fun to do a quilt with these darker fabrics. I don't know, I never really thought to do it that way, but it's fun to think out of the box and do things like this that are a little different and very creative. So let me know if you have any questions on these blocks, on the Midnight Garden Quilt, on the sewing bee. I'm happy to answer them. And make sure to subscribe for more sewing tips, tricks, and tutorials. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!